Part 3. So many penises.
So many peepees.
So many peepees.
You do actually have a lot
Yeah,
of peepees.
I got 1, 2.
I mean, 3 of the 4.
6, right? And essentially, I'm just talking about this group because I have to.
Yeah, because of me.
Yeah, if there was a choice, I would talk about all penises.
Yeah.
But the first pair of penises that I want to talk about is Eddy Kim featuring Beenzino with Paldangdam.
Paldangdam, Saturday night. 쉴 틈 없는 핸드폰 ringing. 답장은 no 두두하게 물밀듯 밀려오는 girls like Paldangdam. I got the feel 느꼈어 내게 빠져버린 널 봐버렸어 솔직히 난 너무 평범해 Doesn't matter 내겐 죽이는 입담 period
Whoa, whoa, slow it down 끝이 나려면 아직은 토요일 밤이니까 너도 나에게 어울려 말길 솔직히 말할게 오늘 너의 outfit은 wow, wow 난 좀 별로 그 정도 몸에 면은 더욱더 잘 보이게 입으면 좋을 텐데 너무 감춘 것 같아서 솔직히 좀 아쉬워
선물들이 왔다 갔다 Tell me don't want baby Tell me 깊은 물속 그녀 지키 바쁜 Paldangdam Saturday night 쉴 틈 없는 핸드폰 ringing 답장은 no 두두하게 물밀듯 밀려오는 girls like Paldangdam
Now, Eddy Kim.
Eddy Kim.
Eddy Kim, famous from his kind of Korean music show, variety kind of business. He's, I mean,
Such a like a nonsense Korean variety
music show.
He did
music
things.
show.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
He was
really
a
sure if
Superstar
it's
King.
K-pop.
He was Superstar King.
K-pop's
K4, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is, but Eddy Kim.
We've talked a lot about Eddy Kim.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Eddy Kim. If you do not know who Eddy Kim is, he is a kind of guitarist and also singer-songwriter. Famous for his kind of song "The Manual" way back when.
We love the manual.
That song was very acoustic-y, and Eddy Kim has slowly incorporated some more poppiness into his songs, a little bit more different elements. And when he did poppy, I wasn't a huge fan of that because I felt it really wasn't his style, didn't really play to his strengths. But this song, it is good. It is a really good song because it has a kind of electric guitar funkiness to it. It's got a bass that's throughout, and obviously Beenzino raps in it, and it does a very good job. And Eddy Kim, the way he sings certain notes or the way he kind of arranges his kind of melodies, I think they're really catchy. And this song is no exception. It's really worth the listen, and I recommend it to anyone who likes Eddy Kim of past, but this kind of really can show you what he can do with a different type of musical style.
Yeah, I think there should be like a new drinking game for 2016. It's like every time we mention retro, jazz, or funk, because every song is like a shout out to that era now.
And I love it.
I think that the end of 2016, we're going to be talking about was the year of retro, right? Whether it's retro like G-Friend style or it's like retro in the hip hop style where it's like funk and jazz and bass lines and shit. But yeah, this song it goes with the music video. It's very like late 80s, early 90s styled. You know, wearing the big frame glasses with the
weird
80s,
tan
90s
suits with like turtlenecks.
You know, like the VHS era stylings. Except for Beenzino. Beenzino is like just wearing his normal ass clothes.
Beenzino is being Beenzino, whatever.
Yeah. Eddy Kim and everybody else is dressed in like this 80s style. And
like this get up.
Yeah, and Beenzino's like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna wear my own stuff. But no, I fully agree. Like it's a really great song. We use, Chingu with the guitar for like a set number of people, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's like Roy Kim, Eddy Kim, Woo Sung Woo.
Yeah.
But like all three of them have really
differentiated
themselves.
Guitar styles. Yeah.
Roy Kim, I think of all people, has been the same.
Yeah.
And
not to hate on him, he does that thing and he does it well.
But Yoo Sung-woo has kind of branched out.
Yeah, we talked about it in a previous podcast.
Yeah, right? Like he's gone more poppy, straight up poppy, and Eddy Kim has spread out more into like
more indie sound.
The indie style, but I think it's a great song. I think Beenzino, I think is a really great featuring artist.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure why he doesn't feature in more songs, but like I think he's featured in like a good amount of songs.
Yeah, he's not oversaturated is the thing.
Yeah,
and Beenzino, I feel he has this. The reason why I think he's such a good featuring rapper is one, he can adapt to a song very well. Like with the whole kind of primary song, that Mannequin song, his rapping in that song was really good. And it matched that song really, really well. I remember very distinctly. And this song, he matches it very well as well. But if I hear both of those songs, I hear the rapping, I'm like, oh, that's Beenzino. Yeah. I could point it out in, like, if you played like 10 rappers to me, I could point out Beenzino's style and...
But it can go with all sorts of...
But he can go with all sorts of things, right? And that is... That in itself is something pretty amazing.
Yeah. Like even his solo song, that break song, or whatever it was called, where it was like just this drum set. Yeah, just this drum set, and like, it worked too. Like it's pretty good. I like his flavor.
Beenzino has quietly like kind of risen as one of my favorite Korean rappers.
Yeah, because I feel like he does like. He doesn't do like the new school hip hop, right? He's not like the Dokis and the, whatever, the J Park when he raps.
He's not trying too hard.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, but he's not like Korean rap. Like I think Hanhae, we mentioned in my part, like he's like Korean rap, right? He's like a Korean rapper. He raps very Korean style. But like I think Beenzino's got this like really great middle ground where he's not trying too hard. He's not trying to look hard, right? But he does have a non-Korean style rapping.
And he also doesn't stand out too much, right? Like, so Mad Clown is one of the rappers that Steven and I aren't too huge a fan of his rapping style. And he really, really stands out. Like, whatever song that he's kind of in, he really makes it Mad Clowny.
Yeah, he go full Mad Clown sometimes.
Like, he's like this really strong spice that you put in this soup. And you're like, this got Mad Clown in it, right? But Beenzino is like garlic. He just goes with everything, right?
Unless you're a vampire.
Then sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, let's move on. The next song I want to talk about is by a vocal group called Big Brain with their song No Yes.
하루가 또 지나고 지친 눈을 감으면 나도 모르게 못 깨어나길 기도해 꿈속에서라도 내가 아니길 I set my dreams 좋은 자동차 멋진 집에서 지내기 Maybe I don't wanna bring me down 눈물 대신 땀을 흘려도 같은 자리만 하루하루 맴돌기만 되고 오늘도 난 구겨져 버려진 종이컵처럼 좁은 방에 잠을 청해 어쩔 수 없이 아침이 오면 오늘은 다를 거라고 좋은 날일 거라고 뻔한 말로 날 또 달래봐도 손톱끝만큼도 다르지 않아 I set my dreams 또 난 기도해 다신 깨진 못하길
Brain, honestly, I've never heard of Big Brain before.
Never heard of him. This is one of those like essentialkpop.com, like our awesome
mods at
mods.
essentialkpop.com.
Like they put in these indie songs sometimes that just come out of nowhere. This is one of those. This is one of those.
And recently, like ever since we started essentialkpop.com, I felt like we've gotten a good amount of those like indie songs that I think we've recommended to people, and they've said like, "Oh yeah, thanks for shouting out that song." That's not us. That's our great mods over at essentialkpop.com. And Big Brain, if I had to describe them, they are a vocal powerhouse quadruple. I don't know what quartet. All of them have a different kind of vocal style, but they all fit very well together.
Yeah, they're like in the vein of like similarly like Four Men or Too Big. Like these are dudes that can sing.
We know they can sing.
Yeah. And they kind of come in one at a time, and at the end of this song, they're finally together and singing together. It's like one of those songs.
Ooh, it is so it's such a good listen, just for the vocal ability alone. Like if you are not necessarily a fan of the kind of slower ballady songs, then this song might not have any lasting value for you. But I really think you should at least listen to it one time and show this music video and this song to anybody who's like, oh, K-pop? K-pop people that can't sing. There's no Korean musicians that can sing. These guys can sing. Really, they can.
And they're not like, Four Men is very Korean ballady, kind of OST.
A very certain style specifically.
And Too Big, Too Big always, I used to love Too Big because they would have the Korean ballady OST style, which I didn't like. And then they had the like hip-hop, R&B kind of style. And that's what I used to love. And like Big Brain is more like, this is like in a jazz club. Yeah. It's not generic Korean rap. But this is like one of those perfect videos of like, it's like a game. It's like, does the voice match the face? And
it does not every time.
It never matches the face.
So there's one point in the music video where this guy comes on and we're like, who's this guy? The manager? And he fucking kills it.
He goes hard.
Oh my God. His voice is just amazing.
Yeah. But it kind of, when they all four come together, like we would just make the joke of like, if this was a K-drama, right? That guy would be the villain. This guy would be the main character.
He's got K-pop villain face.
Yeah, he got K-pop villain face. This guy would be like the best friend, and then this guy is their teacher. And somehow they all come together to form this amazing group called Big Brain.
Yeah, long description, short. Definitely worth the listen. So
yeah, check them out.
All right, well, we got two more reviews.
We do. We have two more reviews I want to talk about. Of course, shout outs, right? Hashtag We Ain't Robots.
Yeah,
right?
So we have one from our US iTunes and one actually from Ireland. So, Steven, which one do you want to read?
You read the first one.
I'll read the first one. It's from TY Park 94. He or she says, this podcast is a podcast.
Podcast. This
podcast is a great listen.
Oh, so good.
While doing other things, even if I don't always agree with their opinions, you can't always agree. As a side, you guys should also put the podcast on SoundCloud and Stitcher.
Yes. Now, fun fact. I'm 99% sure we are on Stitcher. I'm pretty sure I set that up.
Yeah, someone actually kind of shouted out to us saying they're on Android and they don't have iTunes and they use Stitcher to download a podcast. And we kind of... Well,
I did
Steven, not I. Not we.
That.
I can't say we. Steven set up the Stitcher.
I think I did that.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, though, is interesting. I personally just never use SoundCloud unless it's to look up weird Rick and Morty remix songs that are the best. What is that song called? It's called like Get Swifty, like the Andromulus remix or something. It is the best song in the world.
You gotta get swifty.
If you don't know, Rick and Morty is all right, calm down. Rick and Morty is a cartoon show.
Take off your pants in your bed.
Shit on the floor. It's hilarious, but the song it's like an EDM, drop song, but like it's amazing. Anyways, I don't really use SoundCloud that much, so it never even occurred to me that people use SoundCloud to listen to things that aren't rando user-made tracks.
I thought SoundCloud was mainly for kind of like releasing songs
like aspiring artists or something.
Yeah.
So, but I have seen other podcasts use SoundCloud, so I'll look into it.
Yeah, Steve will look into it.
Not him, but I'll
look into it. That'll be a laugh. I said I did.
But like I remember putting it on Stitcher, and like I think a grand total of like 4 people ever used that. So,
but we might do it for you, T.Y. Park.
Yeah, but thank you, Park, for your lovely thing. I'll look into SoundCloud, but thanks as always. Next is by Emma Rems. Anyways, Emma Rems from Ireland, right? He or she, I'm going to assume she, did message me on Twitter. Was it Twitter? I don't know. I don't know if it's Twitter or a YouTube comment to check out the Ireland. Media, the Ireland one. But he or she, probably she says, this is great banter between Steven, aka 1 centimeter, and Josh. Oh! I specifically said not 1 centimeter in the weekly update. Yeah, that's rude. That's rude. There's also a weekly update of the songs that come out, which is great if you don't have a lot of spare time. Yeah. Thank you, of course, for watching that on YouTube. Even just watch it for the dancing. Not proud of that dancing. Even if this is not the first review, can I get a video hug?
Here's your video hug.
Here's your hug. Give Josh the cream. I think he would enjoy it the most.
Pardon?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'll give Josh the cream later.
Please
with my 1 centimeter.
Please don't write weird fan fictions about Steven and I.
That's not a fan fiction. That's real life.
That will tell us that we've made it. When people are writing fan fictions about us.
That's true.
Because fan fictions are those things that take up a lot of time.
That you got to be dedicated to your fandom, right? To write fanfics.
That's how you know we made it.
That's true. I fully agree with that. Yeah. But thanks again for leaving us a review on iTunes. If you have never written, if you've never written. If you never written an iTunes review.
If you never write an iTunes review.
I can't do accents. Please write us one. We would be very thankful. Yeah. Let's move on.
All right. So the next song I want to talk about is a group. What?
Woo!
It's the only one I put in, but I do want to talk about them. And it's Brave Girls with Deepened. When I first read that, I thought it said Deepened or Depended.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's Deepened.
Deepened. Is that a real word?
Deepened, yeah.
Deepen?
Yeah.
Like, I know you deepen. Deepen.
Yeah, it's to go deeper.
Okay.
Okay. English. We're English teachers.
That's fine.
Yeah, sure. Part-time.
I don't know. Anyway, so Brave Girls is under a label, as you can tell from their name, the Brave
Girl
Sound label.
Oh.
Yeah, they're under Girls. No, they're on the Brave Sound label, which is crazy to me because they're he has Brave Sound right? Brave Brothers.
Brave
Brothers. You know, he's had a boy group and a girl group under his label, and yet
still won't use the best songs for them.
Somehow he always sells his best songs. It just completely boggles my mind.
Because he'll make more selling it than just giving it to us.
Yeah, but you would make more if like your group ended up to be an A-lister.
I know. Imagine if Brave Girls sang all those 4-minute hits.
Yeah.
All those
AOA hits.
Oh man.
Like crazy. But you know, maybe it wasn't meant to be. I don't really know how the writing, contracting purposes work, right? But anyway, so Brave Girls are under the Brave Sound label. They debuted a while ago, but then like I think this is all new girls, or maybe one girl's left. But
they're going through some weird like system.
It's pretty much
like a jewelry system.
It's pretty much a brand new group,
or an after-school system. I don't know what's going on here.
I think it's more of we weren't successful, so all the girls left, and we had to bring a new girl system, which is the system a lot of girl groups use. Unfortunately. But anyways, so this song is a Brave Sound song.
Yeah.
But when you hear that, you know, Brave Sound has two kinds of songs.
Yeah. One of those kind of songs he writes for his girl groups, right?
Yes. Those are the 4 minutes, the AOAs.
And sometimes the sisters.
Sometimes sister,
and all that. Yeah. And the other is a very specific sound for boy groups.
Yes. Like I think Teen Top has gotten some. Old Big Bang. I mean, that's where Brave Sound got his start, was like first album Big Bang.
Yeah.
And Electro Boys. And this song is more of the boy style. It is very specifically, sounds very similar to some old Electro Boys songs.
But it's for a girl group. And that is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because Steven is actually a really big fan, obviously, of Brave Sound, but of that Brave Sound kind of Electro Boys.
I like Electro Boys
sound. For me, it's kind of whatever. I don't really like it, don't really hate it. But the reason I want to talk about this song the most is that...
Because I made you.
No, not necessarily. I just had a lot to say about it.
True.
So there's kind of like a phenomenon that is happening in Korea right now.
Okay.
That before you used to have K-pop groups, right? And then you have those nugus who will perform on like school festivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, after I think EXID kind of shot to fame with the viral fan cam, a lot of these like dance groups are starting to like come up and ups. Like a lot of people are really familiar with them now because they've gone viral. And Brave Girls, when I watched this video, I don't know what Brave Sound is doing, but it really feels like he's marketing this group like a dance group. Right? Like you were mentioning like the outfits and
it's
all
very
that.
Specifically the outfits and like the way the music video is shot.
Yeah.
Where it's like they put all the focus on like their bodies.
Yeah.
Which is strange to me because like when you say that, you're like, well, all of K-pop is about their body, but that's not true. A lot of times K-pop is about their face, right? And their pretty faces and their pretty and actions and their cuteness. This one is like their bodies. Like they're wearing like skin-tight yoga pants, sports bras that are like actual sports bras, not like the K-pop midriff ones, but like these are actually
just
like,
sports bras.
You can just you can see a lot of midriff.
Yeah,
and it looks. I think.
They have great bodies. They are very sexy, but I just feel it's very kind of not necessarily dirty, but a little bit of a raunchy kind of marketing.
It's like strategy. Puts them in a category that I don't think they need to be in.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not purposefully dirty, right? It's not like Stellar Marionette, right? Yeah. It's not like Four Ladies, right? It's not look at my crotch, right? Like I don't think it's awfully done. It puts this weird mind perspective on it where it's like.
Maybe it's just us. So when Steven watched this video, he kind of felt that way, and when I watched it, I agreed.
Yeah.
But for other people, when they watch this, you might not see what we see, but the feeling that we get watching this, it really feels kind of not great for me. Like if you want this kind of group to succeed, I can see how you would want to market them in the latest trend, because those dance groups are known for wearing very revealing clothing, doing very suggestive dance moves. But I think there's a difference between like a K-pop group who, they sing and rap and dance and do all the choreography and those kind of dance groups. Because dance groups are mainly to be provocative.
Yeah. So specifically, like, what are some popular dance groups?
So the really, really popular one these days is Beenzino, and Six Bomb also.
I don't know any names of any of those.
I know a bunch because I've seen a lot of them
for research.
On like festivals and stuff.
Just Google any like fan cam, any fan cam like thing. Like Bambino is specifically very big.
Rose Queen, I think, is one.
Oh yeah, okay, Rose recognize Queen. That name. Yeah. These are all kind of girls that are famous for
not being great singers.
They're not singers, right? They're just a dance group they cover other people's songs. They're usually not even singing,
but they're not even that good at dancing a lot of the time as well.
Well, yeah, they're not like choreography dancers. They're like kind of entertaining dancers. Kind of strippery dancing, like that kind of like.
I wouldn't go as far as say strippers, but they are meant to be provocative.
Yeah. But, like, I don't think Brave Girls needed that, right? Like, I think that's a long-winded saying. Like, I enjoy the song. I like this song.
Yeah, I actually like it a decent amount.
And like, I do like parts of their choreography. Like, I do... I mean, I think they have really nice bodies. I just think the entire music video it just had this weird tint of, like, it's all about... their bodies when I feel like it should have been more about the song and about the group and about whatever.
Like when I watched this music video, it really is reminiscent of like Stellar's Marionette, because Steven and I, when we watched hear me out what I'm trying to say. So when Steven and I first heard that song, we're like, oh man, this song is really catchy. But too bad it's kind of like has all this negative kind of outlook because they're being explicitly provocative and like really kind of dirty, right? But Steven and I are like, man, this song is really catchy though, right? And I think when you do this type of kind of marketing push, your group is never really going to be respected for being like, a good group or being cool, for dancing well, singing. What they're going to be remembered for is being like, oh yeah, Brave Girls, those are the girls that wore sports bras and kind of like
yoga
really,
pants.
really tight yoga pants, right? Like that unfortunately is the truth of
I mean, I think Marionette is like a 10 while this is like a 7. Like I don't think it's
I'm saying I get the same feeling of that, like a little bit kind of sorry for them in a way. Yeah.
But I mean, I still liked it, right?
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like I don't even know what they could have done instead. Like this is not a type of song that works well with a Digipeddy music video, right? Like it doesn't really like. I think it makes sense for kind of because the song is a very slow, very kind of sexy kind of like a song. I think it's like there's actually some really cool camera work in this where they're like there's some like cool transitions and stuff. I think it's just mainly. Maybe it's just the outfits that I think looks good, but I think it looks good like sparingly, right? Like like I think it would have looked just as good if they were wearing yoga pants and like a big oversized shirt, because we very often talk about our love of girls wearing big oversized shirts.
So Steven and I have, I guess you could call it a fetish. But
it's not really a fetish because like I think a lot of people
it's where when girls wear like really oversized shirts or sweaters it just hits
maybe you like a guy with like a really awesome beard, right? Or maybe like a guy with like
really chiseled arms,
or like amazing eyebrows.
Definitely don't have either of those.
I mean, I got arms. I don't know if I got arms
could do some chiseling.
Yeah, probably not very long.
No, because they're really weak.
But I don't know. I think you should give this song a chance, specifically if you like Electro Boys. But I can fully understand because this style of song, like no girl group sings this type of song, which I think is great that Brave Girls is doing it. But like
maybe 4 minute, but that's debatable. No. So Steven and I definitely got that feeling from the song. If you did not, or even if you did, can you guys like let us know in the comments, or send us a tweet if you're listening to this on the audio version. Tell us what you think about this, because we probably might be talking out of our ass. But
or if I said the word Electro Boys and you've never fucking heard that name before, go listen to some Electro Boys songs.
Hey, yeah.
Like specifically My Boy 2.
I knew you were gonna mention. I was waiting. I was like, this chick is mention My Boy.
Is My Boy 2 the one that sounds like this, or is it My Boy 3?
I think My Boy 3.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't know there was a My Boy 2 and a My Boy 3, there it is, and they're both Electro Boy songs.
Yeah, but anyways, let us know, and let's talk about the last song of this podcast. That is Kixs featuring Chancellor with Please Come Back.
눈물나게 나도 너를 다시 잡고 싶어 정말 돌아버리겠어 남 얘긴 줄 알았어 근데 내가 이러고 있어 그녀를 잡으려면 자존심은 다 버려야 돼요 그 마음 돌리려면 체면은 구겨 집에 당장 넣고 와야 돼요 내게 다시 돌아와 준다면 넘어져도 뛰어갈게요 나를 다시 용서해 준다면 못 달려도 무릎으로 기어갈게요 라라라라라 내게 다시 돌아와 주면요 익숙해질 줄 알았어 네가 없는 게 그녀의 표정 눈빛 행동도 섬세하게 기억이 나 그녀를 잡으려면 자존심은 다 버려야 돼요 돌리려면 지면은 구겨 집에 당장 넣고 와야 돼
Back home.
The soul version.
Because
there's two versions of the song. One doesn't have Chancellor, I think.
One is like the normal Kixs song.
And one does have Chancellor. And Chancellor is who, Steven?
He's a dude. He's a producer. He sings some of my... He's like... Zion T is like your
kind of pocket producer, singer.
Producer, but now he's super famous. And mine is Chancellor. He's got an amazing voice. Used to be in Double Sidekick. Sometimes goes by Mikey.
Yeah, sometimes goes by Mikey.
Used to be on a lot of things. But anyways, he's great. Kixs. He sang one song, I think last year, that I kind of enjoyed.
Was it A+?
Yeah, I think it's called A+, and it has Sonny in it.
Yeah, it's talking about body proportions. Your body proportions are as well.
I don't know what any of the K-pop songs are talking about. But I think he used to be in Dalmatian, which was a boy group at one time or another. Or DMTN.
If the internet says so.
I mean, they were a thing, and then I think some of them did bad things, and then
and then who
doesn't matter.
Who knows?
Why did you choose Kixs in this section, Josh?
So I have a soft spot for 1, baby making music.
Yep.
2, falsetto.
Yep.
And 3, R&B.
Yep.
And those 3 describe the song perfectly.
Yeah, it does.
Falsetto, baby making music, R&B.
And it's like a falsetto race. Kixs is Kixs already has a high voice. Yeah.
Just I can say hi.
Yeah. And Chancellor comes in and is like, nah, bro. I can sing higher,
You
dude.
call that airy?
Yeah.
I'll show you airy.
Yeah. The only reason, this is also a kind of style that I really love. I really love it when it's just two dudes just singing, But the reason I didn't choose this song was because it's a very slow, very slow moving song.
Very slow tempo, yeah.
And while I love Chancellor's voice and I like Kixs' voice, it's just too slow a song for me. It's not.
I can see that because this song is a very, 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 very slow tempo song. And if you're not a fan necessarily of ballads, because it does kind of remind me a little bit of an R&B ballad, but not necessarily one that you would enjoy, more ones that I enjoy. If you like R&B ballads that I enjoy, you might like this song. If you're more on Steven's side, go check out some of the other songs that he recommended. Those were good as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I think even for your type of song, it's still really slow. Like, it's still a really slow song. But it's got, double falsetto, so maybe it balances out. But yep, I think that's it for this episode of This Week in K-Pop, or this 2 weeks in K-Pop. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to check out our sponsor, audibletrial.com/TWIK.
Yep.
Leave us an iTunes review.
Yep.
Check out the K-Pop Weekly Update we do on YouTube every week.
This Week in K-Pop.
And go to essentialkpop.com. As we mentioned, we have some lovely, lovely, lovely people helping us out there every single week. To be honest, I haven't even logged in and done any admin things for like 2 months. So I should probably, go in there and update some plugins. I don't know. But we want to thank them for taking time out of their day to help me with that. And of course, email us, thisweekinkpop@gmail.com. Twitter us, Twix Josh, Twix Steven.
We also have Instagram, This Week in K-Pop.
Do we?
Yeah, I update it. Well, I've been not so great lately, but I've been updating it.
Yeah, sure. Sure, man. Sure. Sometimes I post things, Sometimes Josh posts things. We post super not interesting life.
Just really random things.
Yeah. But that'll be it. We'll see you guys hopefully for an after show next week.
Yeah.
But very similar to last week, I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, and I'm feeling a little bit ill.
Yeah, Josh is still kind of sick. So if there will be one, maybe we'll just record it next week or we won't record anything at all. I don't know. Check us out on Twitter. Maybe I'll tell you. But that'll be it. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Deepened.
Don't do that.